Hi, Paul. Thanks for taking the time to view this. First of all, let me tell you who I am. I'm Dennis Daly. I'm semi-retired now in Long Beach, having moved to the 400 block of Cedar less than 5 weeks ago. I've spent 45 years as a journalist, 20 of it working as a national consumer and feature reporter for United Press International. So when I moved here and I saw something that I think is a genuine consumer issue stare me in the face, well, I had to do something about it. So here goes. It's a safe bet that you and your newspaper have been fighting the battle that was created by a lack of parking here. Parking for local residents. In the past 5 weeks, I have spent nearly 30 hours at night driving around trying to find a place to park. Now, I guess I should have known better, although this is the first place since 1969 where I have lived that doesn't have off-street parking. I've talked to a lot of the neighbors about what's going on, and they all mention one specific thing, and that is what is across the street from the apartment. It is a parking lot with 22 spaces in it where no one is permitted to park, even though occasionally, as you see, there is a car in it. And down the alley is another lot with 81 spaces. That means on the adjacent city block, when none of us can find a place to park, there are 103 empty spaces that are off limits to us. Now, some of the old-timers tell me you can't fight City Hall. Well, I've talked to Lena Gonzalez at City Councilman Robert Garcia's office and found out that City Hall is trying to do something about it. There have been a lot of studies, apparently, about downtown parking. Our situation is made worse by the proximity to the Pacific Blue Line station. But I'll tell you something, when you look at those more than 100 parking spaces, and you realize that the fellow who owns them, who owns the Top Value Grocery, has talked to a lot of different people, including one of the co-owners of the Dolly Varden Hotel, and won't budge on the issue. You realize that that may be private property, but it's absolutely criminal to have it going to waste. There has to be a way to free up those spots. I would suggest it be only overnight and only by permit, and the city council find a way to exonerate the grocery store from any blame that might be caused by accidents. It's a tricky situation, but I will tell you this, I get more angry every night, and when I see all those parking spaces over there, complicated by the street sweeping problem, when there are many mornings that I know the street sweeper went through at 60 miles an hour, leaving a mess, as happened this morning, for the sole purpose of issuing tickets to people who didn't move, I get more and more angry. I'm not a reactionary, and I don't believe in conspiracies, but I do believe that the public has the right to ask for better, and in this neighborhood something has got to happen, and happen fairly soon, but with the cooperation of everybody. I would welcome the chance to talk to you about this. I intend to try to mobilize the community, and I think media pressure, if it hasn't already been applied, would be most helpful. Thanks again.